There are reports online that Jeremy Renner, yes, Hawkeye himself, has been fired, although quietly fired by Disney and Marvel Studios over all his recent problems that have hit the net in relation to some racism and all that. So let's talk about what's going on, where the reports come from, and whether or not there's any truth to this. Okay, so I've covered it here so far on the channel to the best of my ability in regards to Jeremy Renner, his battle with a director that he had some relations with, and all that. That's obviously hit the mainstream news and everything. So if you want that, focus on that. I'm not going to reiterate all that here, but there's recent buzz online that due to this, that Marvel Studios and Disney have distanced themselves and have fired Jeremy Renner. Now, I'm just going to say that this is a bunch of BS right out the gate because he was never brought back. He doesn't have a contract. His contract expired, and they were in talks to make Hawkeye Season 2, as he confirmed earlier this year. They lowballed him on a payday. He said no, and that was it. And in recent interviews, as far back as about a month and a half ago, he said, I'm going to return. We're going to make it work. But he even confirmed he was no longer under contract, meaning that all his appearances had expired. This has happened before. Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Benedict Cumberbatch, Tom Holland, they've all had contracts that expire. Now, the truth here is that technically you can say, yes, he's fired, but he wasn't actively fired. He was just never hired after his contract expired, right? Like, that makes sense? So is he currently in the MCU and with Disney? No. But it doesn't mean he was fired. It means that they're just not in a position where he has a new contract secure. Now, if he did have one and they decided that everything that's happening with him to rip it up because there's a breach of contract and they don't want to work with him, well, then he's fired. But you can't fire somebody who's not working for you. Like, does that make sense? Like, there's some people running with this whole thing that he doesn't have a contract and are saying he's fired. And then in the subtext all the way at the end, they're like, well, he's not going to be rehired. Okay, but that doesn't mean he's fired, right? Now, I believe that they're going to keep their distance from him. And technically he is fired because he's not working for them. But again, he was never given like the boot, right? That hasn't happened. So take it for what it's worth. He's not working with them right now. It does not mean he's fired. You gotta use your words better, guys, when writing these articles. And I guess maybe the title of this video. I don't know. I'll see. Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will. And if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching and have a good one.